In a world where effective communication can make or break personal and professional relationships, the challenge of connecting with an audience has never been more pressing. Whether you're standing in front of a crowd, meeting someone for the first time, or engaging in a virtual conference, the ability to convey your thoughts with clarity and confidence can set the stage for success. Many struggle with establishing a genuine connection, often leading to misunderstandings and disengagement. This book aims to bridge that gap, empowering you with the tools and techniques to foster meaningful interactions. Through its 22 chapters, this guide provides practical insights into the art of communication, helping you cultivate essential skills that enhance your speaking presence. Readers will discover the importance of connection, the power of body language, and the effectiveness of storytelling, among other key strategies. By implementing these techniques, you'll not only improve your public speaking abilities, but also enrich your everyday interactions. To make the most of this book, approach each chapter with an open mind and a willingness to practice the exercises provided. Now, take the first step toward transforming your communication skills. Embrace the journey of becoming a more engaging and impactful speaker, and watch as your ability to connect with others flourishes. Let's embark on this path together, unlocking the potential for deeper connections and more fulfilling conversations. Chapter 1. The Power of Connection. In the realm of communication, the importance of establishing a meaningful connection with your audience cannot be overstated. It serves as the bedrock of effective interaction, enhancing both personal and professional exchanges. When you connect with your audience, you create an atmosphere where ideas can flow freely and messages can resonate deeply. This connection is not merely an accessory, it is fundamental to the success of any communication endeavor. One of the most vital aspects of fostering this connection is empathy. By putting yourself in the shoes of your audience, you can bridge the gap between speaker and listener. Empathy allows you to understand their perspectives, feelings, and needs, enabling you to tailor your message in a way that truly speaks to them. This shared understanding lays the groundwork for trust, making your audience more receptive to what you have to say. When people feel understood and valued, they are more likely to engage actively with the content being presented. To illustrate this point, consider a scenario in which a speaker shares a personal story. As they recount their experiences, the audience can relate to their emotions, struggles, and triumphs. This authenticity draws listeners in, creating an immediate engagement that transforms a simple presentation into a shared journey. On the other hand, imagine an impersonal presentation filled with statistics and jargon, devoid of any personal touch. The audience may find it difficult to connect, leading to disengagement and a sense of distance between the speaker and the attendees. As you reflect on the importance of connection, take some time to engage in practical exercises. Start by writing down 3 personal anecdotes that you believe could resonate with your audience. These stories should reflect your experiences, values, or insights that align with the message you wish to convey. Additionally, practice introducing yourself to strangers and actively seek common interests during these interactions. This exercise not only helps you refine your connection-building skills, but also prepares you to engage with your audience in a more meaningful way. Ultimately, the journey to effective communication begins with building a connection. By fostering empathy and understanding, you cultivate an environment where trust and engagement thrive. As you move forward, remember that every interaction presents an opportunity to connect with your audience on a deeper level. This foundation will lead to more impactful communication and richer interactions, setting the stage for success in all your endeavors. Chapter 2. Start with a friendly smile. A smile can set the tone for any conversation, acting as a bridge that connects individuals and fosters a sense of warmth and openness. The power of a genuine smile lies not just in its visual appeal, but in its ability to create an inviting atmosphere that encourages communication and connection. When we smile, we convey friendliness and approachability, qualities that are essential in both personal and professional interactions. Research has shown that a smile can significantly reduce tension, transforming a potentially awkward situation into a more relaxed and comfortable exchange. Imagine a presenter who steps onto the stage, their face radiating warmth through a sincere smile. Instantly, the mood in the room lightens. The audience, drawn in by this simple act, feels more at ease, ready to engage and connect. In contrast, consider a nervous speaker who forgets to smile, their demeanor tense and closed off. This absence of warmth creates a barrier, leaving the audience feeling disconnected and hesitant to engage. The emotional responses triggered by a smile cannot be underestimated. A genuine smile is contagious. It sparks positivity and encourages those around us to reciprocate. When we smile, we not only uplift our own mood, but we also have the power to influence the emotional state of others. This dynamic is particularly important in settings where engagement and connection are vital, such as during public speaking or team meetings. Authenticity is key when it comes to smiling. A forced or mechanical smile can easily be sensed and may even create distrust. To convey genuine interest and warmth, our smiles must align with our emotions. Practicing in front of a mirror can help individuals discover what feels authentic, allowing them to connect more deeply with their audience. Additionally, initiating conversations with a smile invites others to respond positively, creating an environment ripe for open dialogue. As you move through daily interactions, consider how a simple smile can transform the atmosphere. When you approach someone with a warm expression, observe their reaction. Often, you will find that the walls of formality and tension begin to crumble, paving the way for more productive conversations. In conclusion, a genuine smile holds remarkable power. It breaks the ice, fosters a welcoming atmosphere, and lays the groundwork for meaningful interactions. By embracing the art of smiling, we can enhance our communication skills and create an environment where dialogue thrives, leading to richer connections and deeper understanding. Chapter 3: The Art of Positive Body Language. Body language speaks volumes, often conveying more than words ever could. As we navigate through conversations and presentations, our non-verbal cues play a crucial role in communicating confidence and engagement. Picture a confident speaker standing before an audience, their arms open, gestures flowing naturally, inviting interaction and dialogue. This positive body language enhances their message, drawing listeners in and establishing a connection that words alone may struggle to achieve. In contrast, consider an anxious speaker who stands rigidly, arms crossed, avoiding eye contact. This closed-off body language creates an invisible barrier, making it difficult for the audience to engage. It's essential to recognize that our posture and gestures can significantly impact how our message is perceived. When we exude confidence through open gestures and relaxed posture, we invite our audience to lean in, fostering a welcoming atmosphere. To put these concepts into practice, one effective exercise is to record yourself speaking. Watching the footage allows you to observe your body language and identify areas for improvement. Are your gestures reinforcing your message, or are they detracting from it? Additionally, practicing with a friend can provide valuable feedback. Focus on maintaining positive body language and being aware of how your non-verbal communication aligns with what you are saying. As we conclude, remember that your body language can speak volumes before you even say a word. By enhancing your overall presence and message delivery, you can create a more engaging experience for your audience. Embrace the power of positive body language and watch as it transforms your communication style, leading to deeper connections and more effective interactions. Chapter 4: Make eye contact. In the realm of effective communication, eye contact emerges as a vital tool for establishing trust and engagement with your audience. When you make eye contact during conversations, you not only convey confidence, but also create a sense of connection that is essential for meaningful interactions. Imagine standing before a room full of people, By actively engaging with each individual through eye contact, you invite them into your world, creating a personal bond that transcends the mere exchange of words. This connection is particularly important because it fosters trust. When you look someone in the eye, it signals that you are present and invested in the exchange. This simple act can transform a standard presentation into a shared experience where the audience feels valued and involved. In contrast, consider a presenter who avoids eye contact, instead directing their gaze at notes or slides. This lack of engagement can lead to feelings of disconnection among the audience, making it difficult for them to relate to the message being delivered. The power of eye contact extends beyond mere connection. It also reflects your confidence and authority as a speaker. When you maintain eye contact, you project assurance, indicating that you are comfortable with your subject and capable of conveying your message effectively. This confidence, in turn, encourages your audience to trust your words, enhancing their receptiveness to your ideas. Furthermore, scanning the audience while speaking can help maintain engagement. By looking around the room and making brief connections with different individuals, you create a dynamic atmosphere that invites participation and interaction. To put these concepts into practice, consider some exercises that can enhance your ability to make effective eye contact. Start by practicing with friends and family during conversations. Focus on breaking the habit of looking away or glancing at your notes. Instead, hold their gaze for a moment longer than usual, allowing the connection to deepen. This simple practice can build your confidence and help you become more comfortable with direct eye contact. As you prepare for public speaking events, make a conscious effort to maintain eye contact with various audience members. Rather than fixating on a single individual or a specific section of the room, aim to engage different parts of the audience throughout your presentation. This approach not only keeps your listeners attentive, but also reinforces the idea that you value their presence and input. In conclusion, eye contact is a powerful tool that fosters connection and shows that you genuinely value your audience. By making a deliberate effort to engage with your listeners through eye contact, you enhance their engagement in your message, creating a more impactful and memorable experience. Remember, the next time you speak, let your eyes do the talking as much as your words do. Chapter 5. The Firm Handshake. An introduction. A firm handshake can set the tone for any conversation, serving as a crucial first impression in both personal and professional interactions. When you extend your hand confidently, you are not just greeting someone, you are establishing a connection that conveys authority and sincerity. The handshake is often considered a universal gesture, a bridge between individuals that can speak volumes before a single word is uttered. As we explore the significance of a firm handshake, it becomes clear that its impact extends beyond mere etiquette. A strong handshake can create a positive first impression, instantly putting others at ease and establishing mutual respect. It is a silent affirmation of your confidence, signaling that you are engaged and present in the moment. In a world where first impressions can make or break opportunities, mastering the art of the handshake can be a pivotal skill. However, the power of a handshake is not without its nuances. Cultural considerations are important to keep in mind, as interpretations of a handshake can vary significantly across different societies. In some cultures, a firm handshake is a sign of strength and respect, while in others, a softer touch may be preferred to convey gentleness. Understanding these subtleties can enhance your interactions and ensure that your handshake is received positively. To illustrate the importance of a good handshake, consider two contrasting scenarios. In one instance, a successful business meeting begins with a confident handshake. The participants exchange firm grips, eyes locked, and smiles exchanged, creating an atmosphere of collaboration and trust. This simple gesture sets a positive tone for the meeting, laying the groundwork for open communication and productive dialogue. In contrast, Imagine an awkward introduction where one individual offers a weak handshake. The grip is limp, the eyes avert, and the overall impression is one of uncertainty. This weak handshake can lead to misunderstandings, creating an initial sense of distrust or disinterest. It becomes clear that the handshake is not just a formality, it is an essential part of establishing rapport and connection. As you seek to refine your handshake skills, consider engaging in some practical exercises. One effective method is to practice your handshake with friends or family, experimenting to find the right balance of firmness. A handshake that is too strong can be intimidating, while one that is too weak may come across as lacking confidence. Aim for a grip that conveys assurance without being overpowering. Additionally, observing handshakes in professional settings can provide valuable insights. Pay attention to how colleagues greet each other and the reactions that follow. Reflect on the impact of their handshakes. Do they seem to foster connection, or do they create distance? Such observations can enhance your understanding of the social dynamics at play and help you refine your approach. Ultimately, a proper handshake conveys confidence and sincerity, laying the groundwork for successful interactions. By mastering this simple yet powerful gesture, you can enhance your communication skills and foster more meaningful connections with those around you. Whether in a business meeting, a networking event, or a casual encounter, a firm handshake can be the key to unlocking opportunities and building lasting relationships. Chapter 6. Start with a compliment. In the realm of public speaking, the power of a well-placed compliment cannot be overstated. Compliments serve as a bridge, creating a positive atmosphere that fosters connection and engagement. When delivered thoughtfully, they can transform the dynamic of a room, turning a simple presentation into a memorable experience. This chapter delves into how compliments can be utilized effectively to enhance your speaking engagements. To begin with, it is essential to recognize that specific compliments resonate far more than general ones. When you take the time to acknowledge a particular quality or action of your audience, it makes them feel seen and valued. For instance, if you're addressing a group of students, complimenting their enthusiasm during a discussion can energize the room. Such specific praise not only boosts morale, but also invites further interaction, creating an engaging dialogue that enriches the experience for everyone involved. Conversely, vague compliments often fall flat. Imagine a presenter who simply states, "You all look great today." While well-intentioned, this remark lacks the depth needed to establish a connection. Without specificity, the audience may feel unrecognized and disengaged. Instead, consider tailoring your compliments to reflect genuine observations about the audience's efforts or achievements. By acknowledging their unique contributions, you create a more inviting atmosphere that encourages participation and collaboration. Authenticity is the cornerstone of effective compliments. When your praise comes across as sincere, it fosters trust and makes the audience more receptive to your message. On the other hand, insincere or exaggerated compliments can be perceived as disingenuous, potentially alienating your audience. Therefore, it's vital to ensure that your compliments are rooted in truth and reflect your genuine feelings. This authenticity will not only enhance your credibility, but also strengthen the connection you share with your audience. Let's explore some scenarios to illustrate these principles in action. Imagine a speaker addressing a room full of professionals at a conference. The speaker begins by acknowledging the hard work the attendees have put into their projects, saying, "Your dedication to advancing our industry is truly inspiring. I've seen some of your recent initiatives, and they shine a light on the innovation happening here." Such a compliment not only recognizes the audience's efforts, but also positions the speaker as someone who values their contributions, paving the way for a more engaging presentation. In contrast, picture another presenter who opens their talk with a generic statement like, "It's great to be here with all of you." While this may seem friendly, it lacks the specific touch that makes the audience feel appreciated. Without any real connection, the audience may remain passive and disengaged throughout the presentation. To practice the art of complimenting effectively, consider these exercises. First, take a moment to write down 3 specific compliments you could offer to various audience types. Think about the context of your presentation and the unique qualities of the attendees. This exercise not only helps you prepare for future engagements, but also encourages you to reflect on the value of your audience. Additionally, make it a habit to incorporate genuine compliments into your everyday interactions. Whether you're chatting with colleagues, friends, or even strangers, practice recognizing and expressing appreciation for their efforts or qualities. This will not only enhance your communication skills, but also create a ripple effect, encouraging a more positive atmosphere in all your interactions. As we conclude this discussion on the power of compliments, it is clear that thoughtful praise can serve as a gateway to deeper engagement with your audience. By making your audience feel appreciated and involved, you lay the groundwork for a more meaningful exchange. Remember, in the world of public speaking, it's not just about delivering content, it's about connecting with people. Thoughtful compliments are a simple yet powerful tool that can help you achieve that connection, transforming your presentations into memorable experiences for both you and your audience. Chapter 7. Ask open-ended questions. Open-ended questions are a powerful tool in the realm of communication, serving as gateways to meaningful dialogue. By inviting participants to share their thoughts and experiences, these questions create an atmosphere of engagement and openness. Unlike closed questions, which can often lead to brief, one-word answers, open-ended inquiries encourage deeper insights and foster a richer exchange of ideas. This chapter delves into the art of crafting and utilizing open-ended questions effectively, illuminating their role in enhancing conversations and interactions. At the heart of effective communication lies the ability to shift focus from the speaker to the audience. Open-ended questions achieve this by inviting individuals to express themselves freely, making them feel valued and involved in the discussion. For instance, instead of asking, "Did you enjoy the presentation?" which can elicit a simple yes or no, a more engaging approach would be, "What aspects of the presentation resonated with you the most?" This not only prompts a more thoughtful response, but also encourages participants to reflect on their experiences, leading to a more dynamic conversation. Consider a scenario where a facilitator leads a workshop. By employing open-ended questions like, "How do you think this concept applies to your own work?" the facilitator not only stimulates discussion, but also encourages participants to draw connections between the material and their personal experiences. This approach not only enriches the conversation, but also fosters a sense of community and shared understanding among the participants. On the other hand, a speaker who resorts to yes/no questions may find their audience becoming passive and disengaged, resulting in a stagnant discussion where valuable insights are left untapped. To put these concepts into practice, one can begin by creating a list of open-ended questions tailored to their audience. Consider the context and the interests of the participants. The more relevant the questions, the more likely they are to spark engaging dialogue. Additionally, practicing the use of open-ended questions in casual conversations can yield significant benefits. Observing how these questions transform interactions can provide valuable insights into their effectiveness. As we conclude, the significance of open-ended questions in communication cannot be overstated. They serve as instruments of engagement, shifting the focus to the audience and encouraging a more interactive and dynamic conversation. By embracing open-ended inquiries, speakers and facilitators can cultivate an environment where meaningful dialogue flourishes, enriching the overall experience for everyone involved. Chapter 8. Mastering active listening. Active listening is a critical component of effective communication, serving as the foundation for meaningful interactions that resonate with your audience. Unlike passive hearing, Active listening requires a conscious effort to fully engage with the speaker, absorbing their message and responding thoughtfully. This practice not only facilitates understanding, but also builds trust and rapport, creating an environment where dialogue can flourish. To begin with, active listening involves acknowledging and responding to what others say. When you engage in a conversation, your focus should be entirely on the speaker. This means setting aside distractions, be it your phone, your thoughts, or external noise, and giving them your undivided attention. By doing so, you demonstrate respect for their words and feelings, paving the way for a more profound connection. For instance, consider a speaker who skillfully summarizes audience feedback during a presentation. This act of reflection not only validates the audience's input, but also shows that their contributions matter. Such a response can transform a simple exchange into a collaborative dialogue, reinforcing the speaker's credibility and fostering a sense of community. In contrast, a presenter who interrupts or fails to acknowledge audience input can quickly lead to disengagement. When speakers dismiss questions or overlook comments, they inadvertently signal that the audience's thoughts are unimportant. This creates an atmosphere of disconnection, undermining the potential for effective communication. To truly connect with your audience, it's essential to listen actively, ensuring that everyone feels valued and heard. Building on the understanding of active listening, it is essential to practice this skill in everyday conversations. One effective exercise is to summarize what the other person has said before responding. This not only reinforces your understanding, but also clarifies any miscommunication. For instance, if a colleague shares their thoughts on a project, take a moment to reflect back what you've heard. So, if I understand correctly, you feel that we should focus more on the timeline rather than the budget, right? This technique encourages deeper engagement and ensures that both parties are on the same page. Moreover, engaging in dialogues where your primary focus is to listen can significantly enhance your active listening skills. Challenge yourself to enter conversations with the intent to understand rather than to respond. By doing this, you allow the speaker to express themselves fully, and in turn, you cultivate a richer interaction. This approach not only enhances the quality of your conversations, but also reinforces your ability to engage with your audience effectively in larger settings. As we conclude, it's clear that active listening fosters trust and understanding, enabling more meaningful interactions with your audience. When you prioritize this skill, you create an inviting atmosphere that encourages open dialogue and collaboration. Whether in casual conversations or formal presentations, the ability to listen actively is an invaluable tool that enhances communication and builds lasting connections. By embracing active listening, you set the stage for deeper engagement and a more impactful exchange of ideas. Chapter 9. Show genuine interest. In the realm of effective communication, demonstrating genuine interest in your audience's perspectives stands out as a cornerstone for building meaningful connections. When you engage authentically with your audience, you not only enhance your message, but also foster a sense of trust and rapport that is essential for impactful interactions. This chapter delves into strategies that will help you connect on a deeper level, ensuring that your communication resonates with those you seek to engage. To begin with, authentic engagement is the bedrock of strong connections. When you show a sincere interest in what your audience has to say, you create an environment where dialogue flourishes. Imagine a speaker who actively engages with audience questions, listening intently and responding thoughtfully. This speaker not only conveys their message effectively, but also makes the audience feel valued and respected. In contrast, consider a presenter who glosses over audience feedback or fails to acknowledge input. Such an approach can lead to disengagement, leaving the audience feeling disconnected and unappreciated. The difference in these scenarios highlights the importance of valuing your audience's contributions. One powerful way to demonstrate genuine interest is through the art of asking follow-up questions. When you pose thoughtful inquiries that delve deeper into the audience's thoughts or experiences, you signal that you are truly listening. This not only enriches the conversation, but also encourages audience members to share more openly, creating a dynamic exchange of ideas. For instance, if an audience member shares a personal experience, responding with a follow-up question can deepen the discussion and show that you value their perspective, enhancing the overall engagement. Moreover, understanding your audience's interests is crucial in tailoring your message. Prior to speaking, take the time to research and learn about the demographics, backgrounds, and motivations of your audience. This preparation allows you to craft your message in a way that resonates with their experiences and expectations. When your audience perceives that you have considered their viewpoints, they are more likely to engage with your message and connect with you as a speaker. To put these concepts into practice, consider a few exercises that can enhance your ability to engage authentically. First, research your audience before your next speaking engagement. Familiarize yourself with their interests, preferences, and potential challenges they may face. This understanding will not only inform your content, but also help you connect with them on a personal level. Secondly, practice expressing genuine interest in everyday conversations. Whether chatting with friends or colleagues, make a conscious effort to ask thoughtful follow-up questions that encourage deeper dialogue. This practice will refine your skills and prepare you for more impactful interactions in larger settings. As we conclude this exploration of authentic engagement, it's clear that building stronger connections through genuine interest enriches your interactions and enhances your message delivery. When you approach your audience with a sincere desire to understand their perspectives, you cultivate an atmosphere of trust and collaboration. This not only elevates your communication, but also lays the groundwork for more meaningful exchanges, ultimately making you a more effective and engaging speaker. The journey toward authentic engagement is ongoing, but the rewards of genuine connection are immeasurable. Chapter 10. Finding common ground. Identifying shared experiences and interests can significantly strengthen your connection with the audience. The ability to find common ground is a powerful tool in communication, as it fosters understanding and creates a sense of belonging among listeners. By recognizing and emphasizing shared experiences, you can break down barriers and create a more inclusive atmosphere. This not only enhances engagement, but also allows your audience to feel seen and valued, making them more receptive to your message. When you tailor your message to reflect shared experiences, you increase its relatability. For instance, imagine a speaker who references popular cultural touchstones or local events that resonate with their audience. This connection can lead to heightened engagement, as the audience feels a sense of familiarity and kinship with the speaker. Conversely, a presenter who fails to acknowledge the audience's context may create a disconnect, leaving listeners feeling alienated and uninterested. To effectively find common ground, it's essential to reflect on your own experiences and identify aspects that may resonate with your audience. Consider the demographics, interests, and backgrounds of those you are addressing. What experiences do you share with them? Are there cultural references or local events that could serve as a bridge? Crafting a message that incorporates these shared interests can significantly enhance relatability and engagement. You might also practice this approach in your everyday interactions. Engaging in conversations where you actively look for commonalities can help refine your skills. Ask open-ended questions that encourage others to share their experiences and listen attentively to identify connections. This practice not only improves your communication abilities, but also enriches your understanding of diverse perspectives. As we conclude, it is clear that finding common ground fosters understanding, creating stronger connections between you and your audience. By embracing shared experiences and interests, you enhance the effectiveness of your communication, making it not just a transfer of information, but an engaging dialogue that resonates deeply with listeners. Chapter 11. Use humor to break the ice. Humor can be a powerful tool in public speaking, acting as a bridge that connects speakers and their audiences. When wielded effectively, laughter has the capacity to create rapport and ease tension, transforming a formal presentation into a more inviting and engaging experience. Let's begin by exploring how humor can lighten the mood and foster a sense of community among listeners. Imagine a speaker who starts their presentation with a light-hearted anecdote. This not only draws laughter but also helps to break the ice, making the audience feel more relaxed and open. Laughter serves as a universal language. It can transcend barriers and create an immediate bond between the speaker and the audience. When people share a laugh, they share a moment, and that moment can significantly enhance their receptiveness to the message being conveyed. However, the effectiveness of humor hinges on its timing and appropriateness. It's essential to gauge the audience's mood and context to ensure that the humor resonates rather than alienates. For instance, a well-placed joke about a common challenge can elicit nods of agreement and chuckles, while an inappropriate comment might lead to discomfort or even offense. A presenter who mistakenly uses humor that is misaligned with the audience's values or the subject matter risks undermining their credibility and losing the audience's attention. To illustrate these concepts, consider two contrasting scenarios. In one, a speaker shares a humorous story about their own mishaps related to the topic at hand, drawing laughter and creating an atmosphere of camaraderie. The audience not only enjoys the story, but also feels more connected to the speaker, making them more inclined to engage with the content that follows. In contrast, imagine a presenter who attempts humor with a poorly timed joke that misses the mark. Instead of laughter, the room falls silent, and the mood shifts from anticipation to discomfort, creating an awkward barrier that the presenter must work hard to overcome. To put these concepts into practice, consider engaging in some exercises that can help you refine your use of humor. First, try testing various humorous anecdotes with friends or family to gauge their effectiveness. Pay attention to their reactions. What gets the biggest laughs? What leads to crickets? This feedback will help you identify which stories resonate best and how to tailor your humor to different audiences. Additionally, identify moments in your speech where humor could enhance engagement. Are there transitions that could benefit from a light-hearted comment? Could a joke serve as an effective bridge between 2 points? As we conclude, it's clear that humor, when used appropriately, can significantly enhance audience engagement and create a welcoming environment. By incorporating laughter into your presentations, you not only make your message more memorable, but also invite your audience into a shared experience. With practice and attention to timing and context, you can master the art of humor in public speaking, elevating your connection with your audience and enriching the overall impact of your message. Chapter 12. Be aware of non-verbal cues. In the realm of communication, non-verbal cues often speak louder than words. This chapter delves into the nuances of non-verbal communication, emphasizing its profound impact on how your message is received. Understanding and responding to these cues can significantly enhance your effectiveness as a speaker and foster a deeper connection with your audience. Non-verbal cues encompass a range of elements, from facial expressions and gestures to posture and eye contact. These signals can either enhance or hinder your message. For instance, a confident stance with open gestures can reinforce the points you are making, while crossed arms and averted gaze may convey disinterest or defensiveness, undermining your message. As we explore this chapter, consider how awareness of these non-verbal signals can inform your approach to communication. Building on this understanding, being attuned to your audience's reactions is paramount. Observing their body language can provide valuable insights into their level of engagement. For example, if you notice audience members leaning forward, nodding, or maintaining eye contact, it indicates that they are interested and engaged. Conversely, if you see crossed arms, fidgeting, or a lack of eye contact, it may signal disengagement or discomfort. These reactions can serve as real-time feedback, allowing you to adjust your delivery, tone, or even the content of your message to better resonate with your audience. To illustrate this further, imagine a speaker who notices a shift in the audience's body language. Perhaps they start to see a few attendees looking away or tapping their fingers nervously. Recognizing these signs, the speaker might choose to pause, ask an engaging question, or share a relevant anecdote to recapture the audience's attention. In contrast, consider a presenter who remains oblivious to these cues, proceeding with their presentation despite visible signs of disengagement. This disconnect can lead to a lackluster experience for both the speaker and the audience, highlighting the importance of being proactive in interpreting nonverbal feedback. To enhance your understanding of nonverbal communication, consider engaging in exercises that promote awareness and interpretation. One effective practice is to observe conversations occurring around you, focusing on the nonverbal cues being exchanged. Are people leaning in when they are interested? Do they display expressions of surprise or confusion? Reflecting on these interactions can deepen your understanding of how nonverbal signals function in everyday situations. Additionally, during your presentations, practice interpreting the nonverbal feedback from your audience. Take note of any shifts in body language and be prepared to adapt your delivery accordingly. This may involve adjusting your tone, pacing, or even the content to align more closely with the audience's engagement levels. By becoming more attuned to these nonverbal cues, you can foster a more dynamic and responsive communication style. As we conclude this chapter, it is essential to recognize that being mindful of nonverbal communication can significantly enhance your effectiveness as a speaker. By interpreting and responding to these cues, you not only improve your message delivery, but also cultivate a stronger connection with your audience. This awareness fosters a more engaging and interactive environment, ultimately leading to more impactful communication. Embrace the power of nonverbal cues and let them guide your journey toward becoming a more effective communicator. Chapter 13: The Importance of Names. Using names in conversation personalizes the interaction in a profound way, transforming a simple exchange into a meaningful connection. When we incorporate names into our dialogue, we create an atmosphere of respect and acknowledgement. This chapter delves into the impact of using names as a tool to enhance rapport and engagement, ultimately enriching our communication. To begin with, names are powerful symbols of identity. When someone hears their name, it often elicits a sense of importance and recognition. By using names, we affirm the individuality of our audience members, making them feel valued and appreciated. This simple act can turn a mundane conversation into an exchange filled with warmth and connection. Furthermore, remembering and using names can significantly enhance your credibility and approachability as a speaker. When you address individuals by name, it demonstrates that you have made an effort to connect with them on a personal level. This fosters an environment where your audience feels more inclined to engage and participate. On the other hand, neglecting to remember names can lead to feelings of disconnect. Imagine a presenter who addresses the audience generically, failing to acknowledge individual contributions. This can create a barrier between the speaker and the audience, undermining the overall effectiveness of the communication. Let's consider a few scenarios to illustrate these points. Picture a speaker who, throughout a presentation, consistently addresses different audience members by name. This not only captures the attention of those individuals, but also encourages others to feel included in the conversation. The atmosphere becomes lively, and the audience is more engaged in the discussion. In contrast, envision a presenter who forgets names or fails to incorporate them at all. The result may be an audience that feels overlooked and disengaged, leading to a lackluster interaction. To put these concepts into practice, consider a couple of exercises that can help you improve your ability to remember and use names effectively. One approach is to practice associating names with visual cues or stories. For instance, if you meet someone named Lily, you might visualize a lily flower, which can help reinforce the name in your memory. Another exercise involves consciously using names during conversations. As you engage with others, try incorporating their names naturally into your dialogue and observe how it affects the interaction. You may find that using names not only enhances your connection, but also encourages deeper conversations. As we conclude this exploration of the power of names, it's clear that incorporating them into our interactions can significantly elevate the quality of communication. By using names, we foster a sense of belonging and connection, creating a welcoming atmosphere that encourages engagement. The next time you step into a conversation or presentation, remember the impact that names can have in fostering meaningful relationships and enhancing your overall effectiveness as a communicator. Chapter 14. The Art of Storytelling. Storytelling can captivate and inspire audiences, serving as a bridge that connects the speaker with their listeners on a deeper level. The art of storytelling is not just about sharing information, it's about weaving narratives that resonate with the audience's experiences, emotions, and values. In public speaking, this craft plays a pivotal role in transforming mundane presentations into engaging and memorable experiences. The essence of storytelling lies in its ability to create emotional connections. When a speaker shares a story, they invite the audience to step into a lived experience, fostering relatability. This emotional engagement is powerful. It can evoke laughter, compassion, or even nostalgia, making the message stick long after the presentation ends. For example, a speaker might recount a personal journey of overcoming obstacles, allowing the audience to feel empathy and connection. In contrast, a presenter who simply reads dry statistics risks losing the audience's interest, as the lack of narrative fails to invoke any emotional response. Building on this understanding, a well-crafted narrative can simplify complex ideas. By framing information within a story, speakers can break down intricate concepts into easily digestible segments. Think of a speaker discussing climate change. Instead of bombarding the audience with overwhelming data, they could tell the story of a community impacted by rising sea levels. This approach not only clarifies the issue, but also humanizes it, prompting the audience to care about the subject matter. Personal stories are particularly potent in public speaking. They provide authenticity and credibility, allowing the speaker to establish trust with the audience. When a speaker shares a personal anecdote, they demonstrate vulnerability, which can encourage the audience to let down their guard and engage more fully. For instance, a speaker might share a humorous mishap from their own life, making them relatable and endearing. This connection can be incredibly effective, as it transforms the speaker from a distant authority figure into a fellow human navigating similar experiences. To put these concepts into practice, consider taking the time to write down a personal story that aligns with your speaking topic. Reflect on your life experiences and identify moments that could resonate with your audience. Practicing telling this story to friends can also yield valuable feedback, helping you refine your delivery and gauge engagement levels. Their reactions may inform you of parts that need more emphasis or areas where you can inject humor or emotion to enhance the narrative. As we conclude, it's clear that effective storytelling is a powerful tool in the realm of public speaking. By captivating audiences and making messages more relatable and memorable, storytelling elevates communication beyond mere information delivery. Embrace the art of storytelling and watch as your presentations transform into impactful experiences that linger in the hearts and minds of your audience long after the final word is spoken. Chapter 15. Crafting a Powerful Opening. The opening of your presentation is a crucial moment that sets the tone for everything that follows. It's that first impression that can either draw your audience in or leave them disengaged. As we delve into the art of crafting powerful, engaging openings, it's important to recognize that a strong opening can capture audience interest immediately. The goal is to create a connection right away, igniting curiosity and anticipation for your message. One effective technique is to start with a thought-provoking question. Imagine standing before your audience, and instead of diving straight into facts or figures, you pose a question that resonates with their experiences or challenges. This not only encourages engagement, but also stimulates discussion, inviting them to think deeply about the subject matter. For instance, asking, "What would you do if you knew you could not fail?" can prompt a reflective moment that sets the stage for a conversation about risk-taking and personal growth. Alternatively, utilizing a compelling quote can serve as a powerful way to frame your presentation. A well-chosen quote can encapsulate the essence of your topic and lend credibility to your message. When you introduce your presentation with a striking quote from a respected figure, it can resonate with your audience and provide a shared context for the ideas you will explore. For example, beginning with, "In the words of Maya Angelou, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel," emphasizes the emotional connection you wish to build in your talk. Anecdotes offer another effective opening strategy. Sharing a brief personal story or an engaging narrative can help humanize your presentation and create an immediate bond with your audience. A personal experience that relates to your topic can illustrate your passion and investment in the subject matter, captivating your listeners right from the start. For instance, if you are speaking about overcoming obstacles, sharing a moment from your life where you faced a significant challenge can make your message relatable and authentic. Setting clear expectations at the beginning of your presentation is equally important. By outlining what your audience can expect to learn or experience, you provide them with a roadmap that enhances their engagement. Consider opening with an overview of the key points you will cover, framing your presentation as a journey they are about to embark on together. This not only informs your audience, but also helps them understand the relevance of your message. To illustrate these concepts, consider two contrasting scenarios. In the first, a speaker opens with a thought-provoking question that gets the audience thinking and involved right away, igniting a lively discussion that makes everyone feel included. In contrast, a presenter who begins with a dull introduction, perhaps reciting a lengthy biography or jumping straight into statistics, risks losing their audience's attention before they have a chance to engage. The difference is clear. A captivating opening sets the stage for a dynamic interaction, while a lackluster start can lead to disengagement. To put these concepts into practice, try drafting multiple opening statements for your next presentation. Experiment with different approaches, questions, quotes, anecdotes, to see which resonates most with your message and audience. You might also consider testing your openings with friends or colleagues to gather feedback on what draws them in and what falls flat. As you refine your skills in crafting powerful openings, remember that this is critical for capturing attention and setting the stage for your message. The first few moments of your presentation can dictate the level of engagement and connection you foster with your audience. By thoughtfully considering how you begin, you enhance the likelihood of a successful and impactful presentation. Chapter 16. The Clarity of Purpose. Understanding your purpose is crucial for effective communication. When you step onto a stage or engage in any form of public speaking, having a clear objective can make all the difference. Picture a speaker who begins their presentation with a focused message that resonates with the audience's interests. They know exactly what they want to convey and why it matters, which sets a positive tone and keeps the audience engaged. This brings us to the key lessons surrounding the importance of clarity in purpose. First, a clear purpose helps focus your message and delivery. It acts as a guiding light, steering your content and ensuring that every point you make serves to reinforce your primary objective. Without this clarity, a speaker may find themselves rambling or veering off topic, which can confuse the audience and dilute the impact of their message. Building on this understanding, knowing your audience's needs can significantly refine your purpose. The more you understand what your audience seeks to gain from your presentation, the better you can tailor your message to meet those expectations. This alignment not only enhances engagement, but also fosters a sense of connection between you and your listeners. Consider a scenario where a presenter lacks clarity and confuses the audience with an unfocused message. Instead of conveying a straightforward idea, the presenter jumps from topic to topic, leaving the audience bewildered and disengaged. Such situations highlight the necessity of establishing a clear objective before stepping in front of an audience. To put these concepts into practice, take a moment to define the purpose of your presentation in one concise sentence. This exercise forces you to distill your message down to its essence, making it easier to communicate effectively. Once you've established this purpose, review your content to ensure it aligns with your defined objective. Each point you make should contribute to reinforcing that central message. As we conclude, remember that clarity of purpose enhances message delivery and audience engagement. When you know what you want to achieve and can communicate it effectively, your presentations become more impactful, leaving a lasting impression on your audience. Embrace the power of purpose and watch as your communication skills flourish. Chapter 17: Managing Nervousness. Nervousness is an experience shared by many who step onto a stage or stand before an audience. The sensation of butterflies in your stomach, the racing heart and sweaty palms can feel overwhelming. However, it is essential to understand that this nervousness is a natural response. Recognizing it as a part of the public speaking journey is the first step toward managing it effectively. To navigate through the anxiety that often accompanies public speaking, several strategies can prove invaluable. One of the most effective methods is practicing breathing exercises. Deep, deliberate breaths can help calm the mind and body, allowing you to regain focus. Before presenting, take a moment to inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. This simple act not only reduces tension, but also helps center your thoughts, preparing you to deliver your message with clarity and confidence. Visualization is another powerful tool to combat nervousness. Imagine yourself successfully presenting your material. Picture the audience responding positively, laughing at your jokes, and engaging with your content. By visualizing success, you create a mental rehearsal that can boost your confidence and ease anxiety. The more vividly you can envision this positive outcome, the more likely you are to manifest it in reality. As you explore these techniques, it is essential to reframe your nervous energy. Instead of viewing it as a hindrance, consider it a source of adrenaline that can enhance your performance. This shift in perspective can transform anxiety into enthusiasm. Embrace the energy you feel, channel it into your delivery, and let it fuel your passion for the topic at hand. When you approach your presentation with this mindset, you'll find that your nerves can actually amplify your engagement with the audience rather than detract from it. Consider the scenario of a speaker who utilizes deep breathing techniques before stepping on stage. This individual takes a moment to center themselves, allowing the deep breaths to wash away anxiety. As they begin to speak, their calmness resonates with the audience, creating an atmosphere of trust and engagement. In contrast, imagine a presenter who allows anxiety to control their performance. They rush through their material, stumbling over words and avoiding eye contact, which ultimately leaves the audience feeling disconnected and uninterested. This stark contrast illustrates the impact that managing nervousness can have on your delivery and audience perception. To put these concepts into practice, engage in regular deep breathing exercises before your speaking engagements. Make it a habit to take a few moments to breathe deeply and visualize your success. This preparation can significantly enhance your confidence and performance. Additionally, after each speaking opportunity, reflect on how you managed your nerves and what strategies worked best for you. This ongoing practice will not only improve your public speaking skills, but also empower you to approach future presentations with a sense of readiness. As we conclude, it's crucial to remember that managing nervousness is about transforming anxiety into positive energy. By implementing breathing exercises, practicing visualization, and reframing your perspective, you can enhance both your performance and audience engagement. Embrace the process and allow your nerves to become a source of motivation rather than a barrier. With time and experience, you will find that what once felt intimidating can evolve into a powerful platform for connection and communication. Chapter 18. Using visual aids effectively. Visual aids play a pivotal role in public speaking, serving as powerful tools that can significantly enhance your presentations when utilized effectively. As we delve into this topic, it's essential to recognize that the primary function of visual aids is to support your message, not overshadow it. When done correctly, visuals can clarify complex ideas, illustrate key points, and create an engaging atmosphere that resonates with your audience. To ensure that your visuals complement your message, it's crucial to focus on simplicity in design. Overly complicated or cluttered slides can detract from your core message, leaving your audience confused rather than informed. Strive for clarity by utilizing minimal text, clear graphics, and consistent color schemes. This approach not only enhances understanding, but also aids retention, allowing your audience to grasp and remember your key points more effectively. Engaging visuals have the potential to capture and maintain audience attention, creating a dynamic environment that fosters interaction. For instance, consider a speaker who strategically uses relevant images or infographics to illustrate their main ideas. This method can transform a mundane presentation into a compelling narrative that keeps the audience invested. In contrast, imagine a presenter who fills their slides with dense text and distracting animations. Such a presentation can easily lead to disengagement as the audience struggles to follow along. As we put these concepts into practice, it's beneficial to engage in exercises that develop your visual aid skills. Start by creating a visual aid for your next presentation, focusing on how it can enhance your message. Seek feedback from peers or mentors to refine your design and ensure it aligns with your presentation goals. Additionally, take the time to review examples of effective visual aids, analyzing what makes them successful. This exploration can inspire your own designs and help you understand how to better connect with your audience through visuals. In conclusion, using visual aids effectively is crucial for enhancing your message and engaging your audience. By ensuring that your visuals support your core ideas, embracing simplicity in design, and creating engaging content, you can significantly improve your overall communication. This approach not only elevates your presentation, but also leaves a lasting impression on your audience, making your message more impactful and memorable. Chapter 19. Engaging your audience. Engaging your audience is crucial for effective communication. When you stand before a group, whether in a conference room, classroom, or any setting, the ability to connect with your audience can dramatically influence the impact of your message. Engaging your audience goes beyond merely delivering information. It involves creating a dialogue that fosters interaction and maintains interest throughout your presentation. To begin with, audience engagement enhances retention and understanding. When people are actively involved in the conversation, they are more likely to remember the points you make. This can be achieved through various techniques, such as asking questions that invite responses or incorporating activities that require participation. An engaged audience is not just passive recipients of information. They become active contributors to the discussion, which enriches the experience for everyone involved. Involving your audience through questions and discussions fosters connection. Consider a scenario where a speaker encourages participation by asking open-ended questions. This approach not only allows the audience to share their thoughts, but also demonstrates that their opinions are valued. For instance, instead of simply presenting facts, a speaker might say, "What are some of your experiences related to this topic?" This simple shift invites engagement and encourages a sense of community among attendees. In contrast, a presenter who speaks at length without inviting audience interaction risks creating a passive atmosphere where attendees may feel disconnected and disengaged. Adapting to audience feedback is essential for maintaining engagement. As you present, pay close attention to the non-verbal cues of your audience. Are they nodding in agreement, looking puzzled, or glancing at their phones? These signals can guide your delivery and content. If you notice that your audience seems restless, consider asking a thought-provoking question or incorporating a brief interactive segment to recapture their attention. Flexibility is key. Being willing to adjust your approach can make a significant difference in how your message is received. To put these concepts into practice, consider planning interactive elements for your next presentation. Think about how you might incorporate polls, group discussions, or hands-on activities that align with your content. Additionally, practice reading audience reactions and adjusting your delivery accordingly. This skill can be cultivated through rehearsal and experience, ultimately leading to a more dynamic and engaging presentation style. As we conclude, remember that engaging your audience leads to more impactful communication and fosters a dynamic speaking environment. By actively involving your audience, encouraging participation, and adapting to their responses, you create a richer experience that enhances understanding and retention. In the world of public speaking, the connection you build with your audience is not just an enhancement, it is the foundation of effective communication. Chapter 20. Embracing feedback. Feedback is a valuable tool for growth in public speaking. It serves as a mirror, reflecting areas where we shine and aspects that may require refinement. Embracing feedback is not merely a best practice, it is essential for anyone looking to enhance their speaking skills. Understanding this dynamic helps speakers transform their experiences into opportunities for development. Constructive feedback provides insights that can lead to significant improvements. When you invite others to share their perspectives, you open the door to understanding how your message resonates with your audience. This feedback can reveal blind spots you may not have noticed, such as pacing issues, unclear messaging, or engagement levels. By actively seeking out such insights, you demonstrate a commitment to your own growth and development, showing that you value the opinions of those around you. Consider the scenario of a speaker who eagerly approaches trusted colleagues after a presentation, asking for their thoughts. They listen intently to the feedback, noting both the positive remarks and the areas for improvement. The speaker then takes these insights to heart, using them to refine their approach for future talks. This proactive attitude not only enhances their skills, but also fosters a culture of open communication and collaboration. In contrast, imagine a presenter who avoids seeking feedback. They deliver their talk and quickly exit the room, unwilling to hear what others think. Over time, this avoidance leads to stagnant skills, as they miss valuable opportunities for growth and development. Without feedback, it becomes easy to fall into a routine that lacks engagement and effectiveness, ultimately diminishing the impact of their presentations. To harness the power of feedback, it is essential to actively seek it out. After a presentation, take the initiative to request input from trusted peers or mentors. Ask specific questions about your delivery, clarity, and audience engagement. This approach can yield valuable insights that help you identify strengths and weaknesses. Another effective exercise is to reflect on past feedback you have received. Consider the comments from previous presentations and analyze them for patterns. Are there recurring themes that suggest areas needing improvement? Recognizing these patterns can guide your focus as you prepare for future presentations. Embracing feedback is not just about receiving it, it is about integrating it into your growth journey. By acknowledging areas for improvement and actively applying the insights gained, you enhance your public speaking skills over time. This commitment to learning and adaptation not only benefits you as a speaker, but also enriches the experiences of your audience, resulting in more impactful presentations. As you continue to engage with the feedback process, remember that it is a vital part of your development as a communicator. The willingness to listen, learn, and grow from constructive criticism will undoubtedly make you a more effective and confident speaker. Ultimately, embracing feedback fosters an environment of continuous improvement, ensuring that you remain adaptable and skilled in an ever-evolving landscape of public speaking. Chapter 21. The Art of Closing. In the realm of public speaking, the closing of your presentation is more than just a final farewell. It is a powerful opportunity to leave a lasting impression. A well-crafted conclusion can significantly impact how your audience perceives your message and can inspire them to take action. As we explore the art of closing, let's begin by recognizing that a strong closing should reinforce the core message you've delivered throughout your presentation. By summarizing key points, you help solidify understanding, ensuring that the most important takeaways resonate with your audience long after they leave the room. Consider the scenario of a speaker who wraps up their talk with a compelling story that encapsulates their main theme. This storytelling technique not only engages the audience emotionally, but also ties together the various threads of the presentation, making it memorable. In contrast, imagine a presenter who ends abruptly, leaving the audience feeling unsatisfied and eager for more information. Such an ending can undermine the entire presentation, leaving attendees with a sense of confusion or disinterest. Building on this understanding, let's examine effective strategies for crafting your closing. One essential element is the call to action. This is your chance to motivate your audience, urging them to reflect, engage, or take specific steps based on your message. Whether you're encouraging them to implement new strategies, consider different perspectives, or participate in further discussions, a clear call to action can create a sense of urgency and purpose. To put these concepts into practice, consider drafting multiple closing statements for your next presentation. Experiment with different approaches to see which resonates best with your intended audience. You might try ending with a thought-provoking question, an inspiring quote, or a personal anecdote that ties back to your message. Once you have a few options, test your closings with friends or colleagues to gauge their effectiveness. Their feedback can provide valuable insight into what works and what may need refinement. As we conclude this exploration of the art of closing, remember that your final words hold significant power. By crafting a strong conclusion that reinforces your message and inspires action, you can ensure that your audience leaves with a clear understanding of your main points and a desire to engage further. The art of closing is critical not only for leaving a lasting impression, but also for fostering meaningful connections with your audience, enhancing the impact of your communication long after you step off the stage. Chapter 22. Continuous Improvement. In the realm of public speaking, the journey of mastering the craft never truly ends. Public speaking is a skill that requires ongoing development, and recognizing this necessity is the first step toward becoming a more effective communicator. Continuous improvement and lifelong learning are not just buzzwords, they are fundamental principles that can significantly enhance your speaking abilities. A key component of this journey is regular practice. Like any skill, public speaking demands consistent effort and application. Engaging in frequent speaking opportunities, whether through formal presentations, informal gatherings, or even practice sessions in front of a mirror, helps solidify your skills and build confidence. The more you practice, the more comfortable you become with your material, audience engagement, and delivery techniques. This consistency not only hones your abilities, but also allows you to experiment with different styles and approaches, discovering what resonates best with you and your audience. Moreover, learning from diverse sources can greatly enhance your skills. This might involve attending workshops, enrolling in public speaking courses, or even watching and analyzing renowned speakers through platforms like TED Talks. Each experience offers fresh perspectives and techniques that can be integrated into your own repertoire. By exposing yourself to different speaking styles, you can develop a richer understanding of what makes a presentation effective and engaging. Reflection plays a crucial role in the process of continuous improvement. Taking the time to reflect on past experiences allows you to identify strengths and areas for growth. After each speaking engagement, consider what went well and what aspects could be improved. Did you engage the audience effectively? Were your points clear and impactful? Honest self-assessment is invaluable in guiding your future efforts and ensuring that you learn from each experience. Consider the scenario of a speaker who regularly attends workshops to polish their skills. They approach each new opportunity with an open mind, eager to absorb new techniques and apply them in their presentations. In contrast, envision a presenter who stagnates due to a lack of practice and development. Without proactive engagement in their growth, they may find their skills plateauing, leading to a disconnect with their audiences. This contrast highlights the importance of an active commitment to improvement in the art of public speaking. To put these concepts into practice, consider setting specific goals for your public speaking development over the next year. Perhaps you aim to give a certain number of presentations, attend a workshop each quarter, or even seek constructive feedback from peers after each speaking engagement. By establishing clear objectives, you create a roadmap for your growth and ensure that you remain focused and motivated. Additionally, actively seek out workshops, courses, or resources tailored to public speaking. Many organizations offer training sessions, online courses, or community events where you can practice and receive valuable feedback. These opportunities not only enhance your skills, but also provide networking possibilities with other speakers who can share their insights and experiences. As we conclude, it is essential to recognize that continuous improvement is vital for becoming a confident and effective public speaker. Embracing this mindset ensures that you remain adaptable and skilled in evolving communication landscapes. By committing to regular practice, seeking diverse learning experiences, and reflecting on your growth, you will foster a lasting mastery of public speaking that can inspire and engage your audiences for years to come. As we conclude this journey through the art of effective communication, it's clear that the path to becoming an impactful speaker is paved with connection, authenticity, and continuous learning. Each chapter has illuminated essential components of communication, from the foundational power of connection and the warmth of a smile to the compelling nature of storytelling and the significance of feedback. The key takeaways from this exploration highlight that communication is not merely about speaking, it is about connecting with your audience on a human level. Whether through eye contact, positive body language, or genuine interest, every interaction is an opportunity to foster trust and engagement. Remember, a simple smile can set the tone for a conversation, while a firm handshake can convey confidence and sincerity. To put this knowledge into practice, start by identifying a personal story that resonates with your audience and incorporate it into your next presentation. Engage your listeners with open-ended questions and be attuned to their non-verbal cues, adjusting your delivery as needed. Embrace feedback as a tool for growth and seek out opportunities for continuous improvement, whether through workshops or by setting personal goals. As you embark on your journey to become a more effective communicator, take the time to reflect on what you have learned. Make conscious efforts to apply these techniques in your daily interactions, both personally and professionally. The next time you prepare to speak, remember to craft a powerful opening that captures interest and a strong closing that leaves a lasting impression. In the spirit of growth, I encourage you to take the first step today. Identify one area you want to improve in your communication skills and actively seek out resources or opportunities to enhance that skill. Whether it's mastering the art of storytelling or becoming more adept at engaging your audience, each small step is a stride toward becoming the confident and impactful communicator you aspire to be. Embrace this journey with enthusiasm, and remember, Effective communication is an evolving skill that opens doors to deeper connections and greater success in every aspect of life. Let your voice be heard and let your message resonate. Don't forget to share if you find this content helpful, and don't hesitate to leave a comment or suggestion. We always welcome your feedback. Have a great day and a prosperous life. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss new videos from us. Thank you for supporting our channel.